Here we go. We're going to be heading off to Nimbasa City now. There are a few trainers on the way that I'm going to have to avoid. Deep in the desert ahead of here at the Desert Resort, there are some ruins that have become a little tourist destination. Don't worry, we're going to be going to the Desert Resort soon, even though we're not doing it right now. We're heading straight to Nimbasa. Just want to take care of some things first. Now, this one doesn't move at all. I'm going to keep the hidden items for a bit later. Now, this one, have to dodge. Here we go. You want to be careful not to run around these guys that keep changing direction, because sometimes they actually react to you running, and they see you and you have to battle, which sort of sucks if you're trying to sneak by. So, we made it to the toll booth at the entrance of Nimbasa City, so Professor Juniper had something to tell us. At least I called, and I thought about you guys, and where does this lead? Freebies for you. So what are we going to get? What am I going to get? Ultra Balls! What does this have to do with electric-type Pokemon? I have no idea, but hey, not complaining. Ultra Balls, free at that! The problem with Ultra Balls is that they're one of the least cost-effective types of balls in the game, so having them for free is pretty cool, but I prefer buying my own Dusk Balls for these hard catches. So they're very unlikely to see much use in this LP, but nonetheless, free stuff is always good. Okay, I have to go meet Bianca. Did she manage to contact her? We saw in the last video that she wasn't able to get in contact with her through the X-Transceiver. And it seems the professor gave us the Pokédex as a reason to send us on a journey. Oh, yeah, it seems like Sharon uncovered this huge conspiracy between my mom, Bianca's mom, and Sharon's mom to, go out there and see the world, and they asked Professor Juniper to provide us with a reason to do just that. So, he's going to be heading back to Route 4. Well, this is something that I'm going to be doing as well, but not quite now. As I've said before, I have to do some things in Nimbasa, so let's head through the gate here. And right away, things turn to shit, because we got two Team Plasma runs here versus the guy who runs the daycare back on Route 3. And this is also something that I really wanted to do, so it's convenient that you're actually forced to do it. And, yeah, the Plasma guys want that guy's Pokemon, even though they must be back at the daycare. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know, but at least it's going to give us something good, so we're going to have to fight our way through these Plasma runs. Let's make things turn bad, okay? So, while I'm fighting these guys, I might as well tell you that something came up and I won't be able to update as much in the next 3 weeks or so. So, if you don't see many videos from me during that time, well, at least you've been warned with proper notice. So Petilil is now up to level 28 and wants to learn aromatherapy. Pass. Don't really care for aromatherapy. It might have some interesting uses competitively, but even there, it's sort of a double-edged sword if you use something like Poison Heal Gliscor, for example, or Guts Conkeldurr, so aromatherapy might not always be the best thing to do, which is why I don't see it that much anymore. Anyway, Toxic Spikes aren't going to do too much considering, well, this happens. Basically, this is what happens whenever I send Excadrill out on the field. It just absolutely murders everything. So, wait, do I have to fight this other guy? No, they're going to hide at the amusement park right away. Well, they're going to be waiting there for a while, because there are several places where I want to go, things that I want to do before moving on with the story, and I'm going to get a bike for my trouble. So this is what I was talking about when I said that I was going to get something good out of that. So here is the bike, and something that he's not going to say is that from now on I'm going to be able to deposit 2 Pokemon at the daycare, so breeding is now officially enabled. So, came here to sightsee, but I got in a lot of trouble. Yeah, meeting Team Plasma is the worst kind of trouble if you're completely defenseless. And, okay, I thought I was going to be able to show you the bike, but apparently not. Anyway, yes, Nimbasa does have a lot of things to do, and we'll be checking them all out in due time. I'm only going to take care of this once I'm done with the desert section, though, which could take a while because we've barely seen any of it. So, let's check out the key items pocket. Something cool about this game is that you can hotkey several items, and when you press the button for those hotkeyed items, you have a quick menu that opens up. So I'm going to open up the dowsing machine and then use the bicycle. It works just like that. It's really convenient that you can have multiple items assigned to that hotkey. Anyway, I think the NPC that's going to give me the Sunstone to evolve Petilil is this one, and it seems like I'm right. Glow of Nimbasa would be the sun, so it inspires me to give you this. I don't know why just talking about the sun inspires me to, inspires him rather to give up a rare and coveted valuable, but hey, he gave it to Petilil as a present. I wonder if he says he gave it to Cottony as a present in black. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's use that Sunstone on Petilil, which is already level 28 conveniently, so it's going to be able to learn Quiver Dance right away. I actually sort of like this evolution animation, even though, you know, it seems like the Pokemon's being torn apart into pieces. I still think it looks pretty cool. Anyway, Petilil evolved into Lilligant. So, wants to learn the move Quiver Dance, so, let's get rid of Leech Seed, shall we? Because I already have Giga Drain for recovery, and even though Leech Seed doesn't work the exact same way, it would be overkill to have the two, so I just keep Giga Drain around. So now that that is done, we are going to head back into the desert, because there's still something that I want to take care of. I'm not going to fight the trainers that I've avoided. Instead, I'm going to avoid them again and try to head to the desert resort. So let's see, can I dodge this guy? And I'm not going to use the bicycle because if I go too fast, it just makes... Oh, fuck you! Gee, I was about to say it would make things harder to control with the bike, but apparently I failed miserably at it. So what I want to do right now, and by the way, just one Pidove, level 19, not a big deal. So yeah, what I want to do, I want to head over to the Desert Resort and catch myself a female Sigilith. What I'm gonna do after that is I'm going to take that male Pidove that I caught earlier, grind it to level 18 so it can learn Roost, then breed it with the Sigilith I will have caught to make a Sigilith that will have Roost, as well as Magic Guard and hopefully a decent nature. I'm going for Magic Guard because it's just so much better than Wonder Skin. Okay, let's try not to screw up this time. Whoa. Easy there, boys. Now, this one doesn't move, so I guess I can go over there now. And if I'm not mistaken, the path to the Desert Resort should be... no, it was a bit higher up, apparently. I didn't need to dodge all these trainers again, but oh well, doesn't matter. Let's avoid this guy. Avoid this guy as well. Avoid this girl. Come on, turn around. Here we go. And as you can see, I like it when I see the highway over me like that. It looks really cool. It's not something you see very often in the Pokemon games, motorized. Oh, I can dodge these guys. I didn't expect that. But yeah, you don't see a motorized transportation very often in Pokemon, so I guess it's really, really cool. I guess this is sort of where the Sky Arrow Bridge drops off for vehicles, since we saw that it took a different path than the path for people on foot. So, we're pretty close to the entrance to the Desert Resort now, and I know technically we're already inside, but it's the next area of the Desert Resort that has Sigilith, and as I recall, it's the only place in the entire game where you can get one. Oh, come on! hate it when that happens. When I'm not in a hurry, no random battles, such as, for example, remember on Route 1 when I had to grind a little bit because I didn't encounter anything. But when I'm in a hurry like this and I just want to get to where I have to go, random battles of the wazoo. And, you know, I guess I could just run from these, but I don't want to waste a valuable experience, even though it's just a few pixels on the experience bar at this point. So, we made it! So, I guess I'm going to start looking for a female sigilith now. Now, where is that deep sand? Okay, it's right over there. So, I'll get back to you once I found one of those female sigiliths. Finally! I had some pretty crappy luck finding one of these things, and the first one was male, but here we go, female sigilith. Let's open it with Giga Drain. Magical Leaf would kill it at this point, I think. And, it's Magic Guard as well, so I won't have to worry about the Sandstorm killing it, even though it would sort of be nice to have the Sandstorm weaken it further, but at least it won't kill it, which is just as important. So, it's asleep, so let's start chucking some of those Pokeballs. I don't think its catch rate is that high, though, so it might take a couple attempts. Not even a shake! Well, this... Oh, great. It woke up and it used Tailwind, so now it's going to be really, really fast, since Tailwind doubles the speed of your team for the next 4 turns. Psybeam, hurt a little, not too bad. Sleep Powder connects, which is going to help spend those Tailwind turns better. Let's throw another ball, see if we're going to have better luck this time. Nope! Not at all! Not working. So, at least it stays asleep. Buffeted by the Sandstorm. That Sandstorm is going to kill me if I don't catch it quick. Now, let's see. 1, 2, 3! Huge breakout! Yes, you can tell I've been waiting to use that one for a while now, and the opportunity finally presented itself. Let's throw another Pokeball. Hopefully, this one is going to be the right one. 1, 2, 3. Here we go! Sigilith was caught. So now all that's left to do is, as I said before, grind that Pidove, then breed a new Sigilith with Roost, and hopefully Magic Guard and a Good Nature. Grind that Sigilith, and I'll have my 3rd team member ready at that point. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll see you in like 3 hours, or however long it takes. Done! Finally! So, I have my Sigilith with a Lax Nature, which boosts defense and lowers special defense. It's got Magic Guard, which is exactly what I wanted. Moveset right now is Psybeam, Air Cutter, Roost, and Hypnosis. And the held item is the Quick Claw that I took away from Excadrill, and I gave Excadrill the Scope Lens instead, which increases the rate of critical hits. So, now that we have done all this, we can move on with the game proper. Trainer tips. Pokemon have a source of energy for using moves. It's called PP, meaning power points. Well, it's kind of late to talk about PP now, because obviously anyone with half a brain will have figured it out by this point of the game. So, yeah, there's a hidden item, which is a Hyper Potion. Pretty good. So, I have my level 28 Sigilith right now. My other 2 team members are level 31 right now, so I'm going to be doing a bit of catch-up with Sigilith. I didn't want to do it exclusively on Audinos, because I've reached the point where Audinos, well, you know, the time spent looking for one wasn't really worth the experience given anymore, since the highest level I could find was a 22 at that point in the game, and I don't think I saw even one 21 or 22 at this point in the game, only 19s and 20 in that grinding session, so yeah, it's just not so worth it anymore, so I'm gonna use all those trainers instead. So, that's gonna be all for today. We're almost out of time already, so I'll see you next time for the remainder of Route 4, hopefully.